is because so many people still have that old fear in themselves, afraid to stand up to the powers that be, if you will, not understanding that they have all the power. The power is in the voice. The power is in the vote. Yeah. So this is the reason that we're encouraging everybody to come out and exercise your right to vote. You got to stop playing this game. You know the game called Cecil Says? Many people in Selma are accustomed to playing games. One of their all-time favorites is Cecil Says. Cecil says, "Hey boy, sell out your people." Corey says, "Yes, boss." Cecil says, "When someone challenges us in the council chambers, just act a fool up in here." Susan says, "No problem, Mr. President. I'll just skip a dose of my happy pill today." Cecil says, "Hey, boy, when are you going to kick that old big mouth Rose Toure out of the council chambers?" George says, "Anything you say, Cecil, my dear friend, I'll do it right now. Chief, remove her." Cecil says, "Introduce the sagging pants ordinance, telling all those jigs to pull up their pants." Corey says, "Yes, Daddy, I despise those people. Right, Daddy?" Cecil says, "Hey, ho, go against the will of the people and vote for me, the president of the council." Angela says with a wink, "Yes, Big Daddy." Cecil says, "Tom, talk. Keep quiet when there's injustice in the council chambers." Well, BL says, "Just like always, boss." Cecil says, "Disgrace Martin Luther King's foolish dream on the bridge named after a good God-fearing Confederate general." Sunshine says, "I live to serve you, master. I use a lot of foul language and obscene gestures towards Fortier on the bridge. His dream means nothing to me." Cecil, ruptured and encouraged by the traitors, says, "Submit to me." Benny, Ruth, and Sam declare, "Hell no, we ain't going back. Step down as council president." Cecil screams, "Get out, get out. You can't play the game." Later, Cecil weeps that his own reality is unreal, bows his head and prays, "Oh, Heavenly General, grant to me your ruthless spirit. Enable me to be like you. Help me to figuratively and physically, if possible, to rape black women, lynch black men, and sell their children into slavery. May I always uplift the pure white race. Embolden me to do thy will by punishing every white traitor." That's you, Miss Becky. I said every white traitor. "And reminding every darky," well, now that got to be me, because I sure is of their inferior status. "May we keep them scared. In the name of the blessed General Forrest, amen." Cecil, now arrogant and full of demonically inspired hatred, continues his game. Cecil says, "Now, boy, don't mess around on this one. Do as Cecil says. Don't let that do-gooder cult do their Hindu dance on the bridge." Joel says,
"They coming to the king party.
I got your back, master, as always. I'll find a reason to deny their request." Now Cecil, out of his right mind, says, "Fortier, not the bishop of the black belt. Get your black A so-and-so off the bridge, or it's going to get real bloody once again. I have a dream. And your dream will become a nightmare." I have a dream. Franklin calmly but boldly speaks, "We're not going anywhere. We must keep the dream alive. You can't stop this. Your days, I said your days are numbered. You have been weighed in the balances of justice and have been found wanting. Your reign has come to an end." Cecil once again, red-faced, fist clenched, and rage curses, "Selma, do not grow! Die! Die! Wither on the vine! Do not progress, but stay in the darkness! Hide yourselves from the light! Do as I So on August 28th, I say to you, my friends, what will you do? Will you continue to play the game, Cecil says? Or will you stand up and vote for those who vote in your interests?
I see you at the bridge.
Yes, see you at the bridge.
After you vote, after you at the bridge.
Until next time,
And they weren't talking about me because I'm not pure white. All right. They said pure white. I am not.
all right. Well, I is a darkie.
Okay.
Well, I has got
I
them
looked out
lives.
already. I sure wasn't. I was not ready for that. All right. That was Sister Yomi doing a piece that Brother Terry School created and wrote. All right. So you can call in. I think we had a caller who was probably gone a long time by now. Give us a call back, 872-7004. If you have any questions for Sister Yomi, you can ask them, or Sister Becky at this time. All right. Callers.
Hey, good afternoon. This is Sunshine.
Good afternoon.
You guys are just honor all African Americans in that way. And I tell the people of Selma, just listen closely. If I'm an Uncle Tom,
Alrighty then. If I'm an Uncle Tom, I love it, babe.
All right.
On my shoulder makes me happy. Sunshine as the president of the school city board.
Garbage can.
Okay, it is, as they say, it is a Friday. And anything can, does, and usually happen on a Friday. And I'm telling you, it is hot in here. So y'all be praying for me out here because it is intense. All right. Let's see. We have another caller. Caller, how are you doing today?
this is just it's a wonderful show. It's just so exciting. It's just like, I mean, you never know what you're going to hear, and it's been amazing. The satire has been beyond all. Put it on wherever you put it, and so everybody can hear it and see it. Because it's sending a message that people need to understand that a lot of times things are given out according to who's listening and how they interpret it. But I think it's a good thing.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
The other thing is, I want to comment on Miss Sanders' statement, and I call her Rose. She'll always be a Rose to me. About her, where she's been treated in council meetings. I do feel that the last time she presented, she did a wonderful job with that. The difference in it was that I think the whole city hall, including the mayor, especially the mayor, gives power to Sister Williams. I think that he wouldn't have that power if the mayor and other council members didn't give him that power. The night that she spoke, and she asked for a lot of help, and I think she did a great presentation. It was really understandable, whatever she presented. But I told her over and over again that if you really want to get to the root of what is happening in Selma with Cecil, there's no way you can forget the mayor. See, the mayor and Cecil have been around together a long time. Way back during the Mason Bedford Forest home, that Rose had a part in playing and changing that name to Miss Anderson. So you got to understand that George and Cecil have been at the school board together. They've been at the housing authority together. Now they brought it on over to the city. And there's no way to separate those two. I've expressed that to her. And the way that she's treated into the council meetings has a lot to do with that connection between the two of them. And what happens is he places more emphasis on his relationship with Cecil than he does with what Rose is trying to bring to the people about what is happening, especially with Mason Bedford Forest. And the night that she uses them to bring all of that information to the public, to the council members on radio, he totally disregarded her. It is almost as if let her talk. What she's saying has no bearing at all. So let her talk, and I'm definitely not going to respond when she finishes. So what happened was that her information was played down. So I do feel that until we really get to the real issue of Cecil Williamson's power, we almost can leave Cecil Williamson out of the picture. Because I'm seeing African Americans give Cecil Williamson the power he has. And right now he has a lot of it through the mayor's office. Nothing is being said from the mayor's office. So we just need to put that where it is. And we need to start to deal with our own on this issue. And so I really wanted to bring that because I've had some really mixed feelings. Because Rose and I go way back. We disagree, and sometimes we agree to disagree. I don't always agree with her, and she definitely doesn't always agree with me. But I do have a serious problem with the way that she's often mistreated in the city council.
Yeah.
I really, really do. Because what she brings and what she gives to us is this knowledge. She's begging us, she's asking us, please read and understand. A lot of what she's talking about, I already understand what she's talking about. But I do think that we need to really deal and not be evasive. No matter what our private agendas may be, no matter what that favoritism has been, we need to talk about where Cecil Williams gets his power from and remove the people that give him that power. And until we do that, I think we just need to bog that down on what Cecil Williamson is doing at this point until we can get to the real source. He would not be putting up a $50,000 monument if he did not have the backing of the mayor.
That's right.
And so I wanted to really bring that out. It has nothing to do with who I support. It has more to do with let's not send different messages to the people. We need to really deal with what the issue is. So I really wanted to say that, and I do need her to bring that issue back, and I need to see if it's going to be addressed. And I think we need to address the full issue, even with Ms. Boynton. We got to address each other before we can deal with Ms. Boynton. And I really want to deal with Ms. Boynton. I really have no problem because I think it's an easy process. But I want us to deal with a real issue. And the real issue is to eliminate these people who continue to hold us back and not let us continue to put up a facade about who they are. And I want y'all to be blessed. And thank you all so much for bringing it to us in any way that we can possibly get it. Have a good day.
All right, you too. I there's something that Ms. Crenshaw said that I think is very important, and that is that Cecil Williamson cannot have power if we don't give it to him. And I would say all of us, if we don't vote on August 28th, that's giving him power.
That's right.
If we vote for people who he controls, that's giving him power. If we don't stand up, if we don't speak out about these things, if we don't pray about them, if we don't complete our faith with some action to deal with these things, then that is all a part of how we can give him power. And I think that that's black folks and white folks and mixed folks and all the folks, because to me it's an issue of good and evil. It's not just an issue of black and white. It's an issue of good and evil. So either you're going to stand with good or you're going to stand with evil. There is no in between on these subjects. And so there's something every single person, even the children, can do.
That's right.
To make sure that evil does not prosper and that goodness stands. We all have a responsibility to do that. And when we don't do our responsibility, we allow evil to flourish. How are you doing, caller?
Hey, how are you?
Doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing good. I wanted to say that I agree with what Ms. Crenshaw just said over the air, and I also think that
We have to give them money because we have to